Millions of people in Britain are paying into a workplace pension every month. They see the deduction on their payslip, their employer contributes too, and because the system enrolled them automatically, they assume retirement is being handled in the background. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Saving something is not the same as saving enough. Latest government pension analysis suggests that around 15 million working-age people are not on course for an adequate retirement income, roughly 4 in every 10 workers. This is not a crisis where pensions suddenly disappear. It is quieter than that. People may reach their 60s with a pension pot, a state pension, and years of responsible work behind them, yet still discover that their income cannot support the retirement they imagined. So why is automatic enrollment creating dangerous confidence? Who is most exposed? And what can you do before the gap becomes impossible to close? Let's find out.
Automatic enrollment brought millions of employees into workplace pensions and made saving normal. But it solved only the first problem, getting people to save something. It did not fully solve the second, helping them save enough. By the end of this video, you will understand why minimum pension contributions may create a future income shortage, how housing and longer retirements make it worse, and what could protect your financial independence. If you enjoy practical videos about UK pensions and retirement, subscribe, because we upload videos like this every week. Meet someone who appears to be doing everything correctly, at least according to his payslip. The worker who thinks retirement is covered. Meet Daniel. He's 42, earns an average salary, and has paid into his workplace pension since automatic enrollment began. Every month, money leaves his pay. His employer adds a contribution. Daniel never opted out, so he assumes he is ahead. But he has never checked the projected income or what lifestyle the balance could buy. Under the current system, the legal minimum is usually 8% of qualifying earnings, including at least 3% from the employer. The phrase 8% sounds stronger than it may be, because contributions are often calculated only on earnings within a set band, rather than every pound of salary. For 2026-27, that band begins a little above £6,000 and ends at roughly £50,000. Daniel is enrolled, but he may still be underfunded. That is the first part of the crisis. The system can make participation look like preparation. Open loop. Perhaps the state pension will fill the gap. That is what many workers assume. The numbers tell a more complicated story. The state pension is a foundation, not the whole house. For 2026-27, the full new state pension is around $240 a week, or roughly $12,500 a year. Not everyone receives the full amount, because entitlement depends on national insurance history and individual circumstances. Now compare that with current retirement living estimates. For a single person, a minimum lifestyle is estimated at around £14,000 a year, while a moderate lifestyle requires more than £30,000. A comfortable lifestyle is estimated at around the mid-40,000s. These figures generally assume no rent or mortgage, so housing must be added where it still applies. The state pension may cover much of a basic lifestyle for a mortgage-free homeowner, but far less for someone paying rent, carrying debt, or supporting relatives. The danger is planning around the state pension headline without checking your actual award or your real lifestyle cost. Pattern interrupt. A pension balance can look impressive. A yearly income can look small. Retirement is not funded by the number on your pension app. It is funded by the income that number can produce month after month. Housing could divide future retirees. Previous generations often entered retirement after clearing their mortgage. Future retirees may not have the same advantage. More people are reaching later life with mortgages or may remain private renters.
The retirement living standards do not automatically include rent, meaning the true income requirement can be dramatically higher. Recent data has also shown private rents continuing to rise, placing greater pressure on households that do not own their homes outright. Imagine two retirees receiving the same income. One owns a mortgage-free home. The other pays more than £1,000 a month in rent. On paper, their pensions are equal. In reality, their financial lives are completely different. So the question is not only how much is in your pension, it is what housing cost will remain when you stop working. The crisis is not shared equally. Some groups face much higher risk. Lower earners may contribute less because contributions are linked to pay. People working several small jobs may not automatically qualify through any single employer. The self-employed are outside standard automatic enrollment and must arrange saving themselves. People taking career breaks for caring responsibilities can lose years of private pension contributions. Women can be especially vulnerable when lower lifetime earnings, part-time work, and unpaid care combine. Government analysis has highlighted lower earners and the self-employed among groups at particular risk of inadequate saving. A national participation rate can improve while millions remain far behind. Longer retirements change the calculation. Retirement money may need to last 20 years or longer. The pensionable age population is projected to grow significantly over the next decade. Meanwhile, the state pension age is moving from 66 to 67 between 2026 and 2028 under the current timetable. For some workers, staying employed longer is possible. For others, especially those in physically demanding jobs or with health problems, it may not be. There is also the cost nobody enjoys discussing: care. In England, people with capital above roughly £23,000 may currently have to meet the full cost of eligible care, subject to detailed rules and assessment. Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland use different systems. You cannot know whether you will need care, but ignoring the possibility is not a plan. So is the answer simply to double every pension contribution? Not necessarily. The right solution begins with finding your personal gap. How to prepare before the crisis reaches you. First, check your state pension forecast. Do not assume you will receive the full headline amount. Review your national insurance record and investigate gaps while there may still be time to address them. Second, open your workplace pension projection. Ignore the current balance for a moment. Find the estimated yearly income at retirement and compare it with the lifestyle you expect. Third, check whether your employer contributes above the minimum. Some employers increase their payment when you increase yours. Failing to claim the full match can mean leaving part of your compensation behind. Fourth, increase contributions gradually. An additional 1% after a pay rise may feel manageable and become meaningful over time. Fifth, include housing in the calculation. If you expect to rent, carry a mortgage, or help adult children, add those costs to your target. Do not rely on standards that assume housing is already paid for. Sixth, protect accessible savings. A pension is for later life, while an emergency fund covers problems before retirement. Finally, review the plan every year. Salary changes, housing changes, relationships change, tax rules change. A contribution selected 10 years ago may no longer match your life. Let's bring everything together. The UK retirement crisis is not that nobody is saving. It is that millions are saving too little while believing automatic enrollment has solved the problem. Around 15 million working-age adults may currently be undersaving. The legal minimum can be based on only part of salary. The state pension provides a valuable foundation, but may not fund the lifestyle many expect. Rent, mortgages, career gaps, self-employment, longer retirements, and possible care costs can widen the shortfall. The solution begins with replacing assumptions with numbers. Check your state pension forecast. Check your projected private pension income. Include housing, capture the full employer contribution, and increase saving while time can still do the heavy work. The most dangerous retirement crisis is not announced with a market crash. It develops silently over 30 years. A small contribution, a reassuring payslip, and a future nobody calculates until it is too close to change. Automatic enrollment was the beginning of retirement planning. It was never meant to be the entire plan. So do not ask only, am I paying into a pension? Ask, what income is it likely to provide? What will my home cost? How long might the money need to last? And what can I change this year? Your retirement will be shaped less by one dramatic decision than by the small adjustments you make while time remains on your side. If you found this video useful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practical videos about UK pensions, retirement income, and long-term financial security. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.